You are going to face a lot of challenges, young man. You have a long journey ahead of you because while your father may have done a lot for you, you're going to have to make it on your own. This world we live in is tough. It's tough. It will beat you down. The world and the life that we live in are the ultimate competitors. The world is tough. The world is tough. It will try to take you out. It will find your weakness and hammer you down. So it's time to get back to work. Get back to work. Stop hearing yourself talk. Get off the podcast. Don't be on social media too much. Cut out all the noise. Get back to the mental lab because that's where the knowledge came from. You need to get to a point in your life where nothing can hurt you because you know exactly who you are. You have faced your demons. You were able to hear all your past traumas. You were able to listen to them. You are able to say, okay, now I can talk to people about what I went through. I'm no longer embarrassed. I'm no longer ashamed. Being ashamed is one of the biggest things that kill people nowadays. It kills them in their minds. It kills them from moving forward. I'm ashamed of myself. Don't ever be ashamed of anything you've done in your life. Face it, fix it, make it better. Everything you need is in your mental lab. I'm in constant study of myself, and I know what needs to be conquered because I'm constantly going through what I don't like, what I'm not comfortable with. And only I can fix these problems because I have to face these problems. Unchosen suffering is going to happen, right? So the only thing you can do is have some chosen suffering to prepare for it. That's the only thing you can do. That's the only thing you can practice for the unchosen suffering, by having chosen suffering. Do something that sucks every day. I'm not trying to send a message of, I'll run 200 miles and be the toughest person in the world. But you better be tough. You better have a part of you that's tough. A part of you that can break down situations, analyze them, and get better. Break down situations very quickly when you face trauma in your life. When devastation comes in your life, because it will come. And you can't allow that to become a barrier. It can't be a roadblock. It has to be something that you can maneuver through quickly and move forward. That takes a lot of toughness. A lot of people, when you die, they figure out why you died. They perform an autopsy to determine how you died. But we never do a live autopsy to figure out why we're dying while we are alive. And I was dying. I was living every day, but I was really dead until I figured it out. And once I figured it out, I was able to be reborn. You must take this knowledge that you learn. All of this struggle is knowledge. I'm just trying to give people that strength to go into the archives of their life. Because if you're messed up, it's probably because something happened to you. Go through the archives, dig it up, study it, and then use it for yourself. That's my main purpose right now. You need to be better. You need to overcome your struggles. You need to overcome your demons. And people need to have a purpose. They need purpose to get up. They need purpose to perform. You need to get to a point in your life where there's nothing on the docket. There's no 5K to run. There's no school to attend. There's nothing in front of you, but you still perform at the highest level. Because what people don't understand is that one day that challenge is going to come up. And if you're not constantly performing without purpose, you're not going to be ready when the time comes. We all look for some magical purpose. But what's funny about it is that the purpose is always there. The purpose never leaves us because the very purpose is you. You are always the purpose. There may be another purpose, like being a SEAL, going to college, or whatever. But the main purpose in life is you. If you wake up in the morning and don't want to do something, it means you don't care enough about yourself. And that's what you need to research. Why am I not doing this for myself? Because the number one purpose in life is to better oneself. That's the only purpose I need. So the reason I get up every day, even though there's no race, no school, no immediate goal, is because I have pride in myself. I was born David Goggins, but David Goggins wasn't good enough. He was a scared, bullied, abused kid who struggled in life. And whenever something got tough, no matter how hard I trained, no matter how ready I was, whenever something got tough, the real David Goggins would come out and he would quit. So I realized that over time, and I had to build Goggins. And in that process, that's where I got better. I got better when I was digging holes in the ground. I got better when I was waking up early, knowing I didn't have to do those things. That's where I improved. It's important to stay hungry, but it's even more important to stay humble within that hunger, because a lot of people are hungry, but humility is everything. The story of William Crawford, the janitor who won the Medal of Honor. He had the highest award in the military for heroics, for saving lives, for putting his life on the line. And he worked as a janitor at the Air Force Academy. No one knew who he was. Imagine the taunting, the disrespect, and yet he just did his job. That's trained humility. That's real strength. You have to be your best self when you are least motivated. And that's the tricky part. Motivation is just a word. You need discipline, and discipline needs clarity. If your mind is cluttered, discipline won't fit in. You need to compartmentalize your thoughts, organize your mind like a garage. If it's a mess, you won't find what you need when you need it. That's why I meditate 2 hours every night, to clear my mind, to prepare myself for battle every day. The truth is important, because without truth, you have no starting point. You won't find toughness in a comfortable environment. You have to put yourself in uncomfortable situations. When you're drowning, when you're struggling, that's when you find out who you are. And once you come face to face with who you really are, you have a starting point. Everything you want is on the other side of suffering. The fear, the insecurity, the doubt, that's where you grow. You must always set goals beyond your reach. That's how you get better. And when that alarm clock goes off at 4 a.m., you don't think about it. You just say, this is what we do. Because to get where you want to go, you have to endure the pain, the mental struggle, the sacrifices. Your brain is the most powerful weapon in the world. When you're alone, in the dark, facing depression, hardship, or loss, Google can't save you. Only you can. You have to control your own mind. If you don't control it, it will control you. I was never the strongest, fastest, or smartest, but I worked, I sacrificed, and through that work, I found power, I found confidence, I found victory, not over others, but over myself. That's what matters. So immerse yourself in the struggle. Become the hardship. Face it, overcome it, and let it shape you. That's where true growth happens.